Welcome back to another episode of the Tony Montana channel. Today we are going to talk about the Karens in the American Pit Bull Terrier. What do you mean? You guys know what I mean by the Karens, I hope. You know, the type of people that start making problems, uh, using stereotypes to get people in trouble. Well, I'm going to talk about that, my experiences with the Karens dealing with the American People Terrier. When I walk around in the streets, I meet up Karens all the time. But apparently, the last couple of days, I've met up with a lot of Karens. Oh, and unfortunately, we have to be the better people, or better. We have to go above and beyond what normal people should stand. Um, I'll give you an example of things that I hear. It's like the first thing is like, oh, your dogs need water, or can I get your dogs water when I'm walking them? Uh, that may not sound like an issue, but when I tell them no, thank you, they'll drink once they're done working out. Most of them get irate, get very angry, and start progressing in the attacks. Oh, the dogs are too skinny. You should feed them. This and that. Those are I could see the ribs as an example. Oh, the dog is so tired. Or oh my, look how he's panting. Well, when you're working out, when you're doing this and that, you're not going to gulp yourself in water. I personally, my belief is within, and this is me, especially if it's not as strenuous, like you know, if we're just walking, they walk and pull, so I understand. But I give them water before the walk and maybe 20 minutes after the walk. But certainly, I don't let them drink water while we're walking. One of the parts that reasons why I don't do that is because one, I don't want any type of upset stomach, any stomach issues to happen from that. Especially if they're panting and they're drinking water, and drinking water, they're gonna grab taking air, which is going to be another potential issue with this having air in the stomach and this and that. Another reason why I don't do that is because I do want them to work with some sort of, some sort of, uh, how could I say, the obstacle in their way, some sort of, it isn't comfortable. I want them to be a little bit uncomfortable or some uncomfortable, so that way I could see if they'll just stop. Those just from I'm thirsty, so I'm not gonna walk. So I'll just stop. I would appreciate knowing that. I would appreciate those that if there's some sort of obstacle in the way, or I have a word right there, but I can't remember it. But anyway, basically, when I want the dog to be under stress, so that way I see what it does. One is under stress. I'm looking to different ways of seeing him under stress for temporary stress. Don't get people that listen to me and oh my God, he's abusing his dog because he's giving him stress. No, no, no. We these are working dogs, so there needs to be when you're working out. You have to muscles have to rip in order for you to get stronger. You have to run and get to the point of fatigue for you to run faster and longer. The body needs to be under stress to improve itself. And in this instance, aside from improving itself, bettering itself, I'm also looking at the mind, because I'm looking at the mind of how is this dog reacting to this stress? How is he continue to go further? I mean, going forward, or is the dog now slowing down? Suddenly, all right, we, started hard and fast, but then quickly when it felt the stress of fatigue, of muscle aching, slow down. Or is that type of dog that is it the type of dog that see the dog is tired, but the dog continues. It continues to go forward. It continues to want to go up, pull that rope. That's, in my opinion, that's the type of dog you want. That's the type of dog you're like, there's many things that we can't do nowadays, but we should be allowed to put our dogs to in stressful circumstances to see how they react. Obviously, they should not live in stressful circumstances, but uh, um, any type of work, if field dogs, uh, guarding dogs, dogs that take care of animals, they go get into situations that they have to defend them, against wolves and other predators, trying to protect, the dogs are trying to protect for example, sheep. They're going to get hurt. They're going to get injured. But here we're talking about temporary stress to see how the dog reacts, to see be okay, say, okay, this is a better dog or this and that. Again, all this conversation is, I'm talking about illegal activities, nothing to do with illegal activities. This is not an illegal talk. So make sure that people understand that. I'm again just talking about allowing our dogs to be under stress. So anyway, these Karens, yeah, I've actually had two yesterday. One that I was going through a gas station and started with that. Oh, can I get your dog some water? And I basically said, no, thank you. I will give him water once we're done walking. And then she could continue to scream, oh, but they look tired. They're like, look, even though my dogs were pulling me. I wasn't in front of the dogs, and I was dragging the dogs, or even the dogs next to me. Both my dogs were pulling at the moment. And the lady was stressed that they were tired. That I know what I'm talking about because guess this, she's a rescue person. So the rescue person, I guess because she's a rescue person, she that automatically makes her an expert. But I try to explain to her when she said, oh, "But that's too skinny. I could see the ribs." I'm surprised she could see the ribs from way over there, but because they were breathing hard, when you do see the ribs a little more. But if she saw the ribs, she should have seen the muscles. She should have seen that they were in great shape. But because she's a rescue, she thinks she knows better than a person that's been dealing with this specific breed for a long time. So she's stressed that, oh, I'm an expert because I rescue and they should be fatter. I tried to educate her for a couple of seconds. Once I saw that she was not going to hear anything, I just kept moving. I said, all right, good luck. I'm not going to deal with you, lady. And the good thing is she didn't actually continue to follow me because I've had people like that follow me. Either walking, because or by car. They try to find out where I live. It's horrible, but this is how people that have American people terriers true to standard have to live these days. Unfortunate with all these damn Karens. But anyway, lucky for me, at least I didn't notice that she walked, uh, followed me. But again, and she would have followed me for a very long time because I'm walking an hour and a half, 2 hours. So she was gonna follow me. She was gonna be wasting her time for a long time. She's gonna find out if she was going to find my where I live. And then when I was coming back, because that's when I was going one way. Obviously, I have to come back. There was another Karen. This was a guy Karen. But he came out to me and like, oh, hey, what kind of dogs are those? This and that. What do you feed them? And I tell him I feed them mostly raw. Oh, well, I've had many dogs. I'm like, oh, here he comes. But I'm gonna tell you, you should feed them. And like, he was a guy. That guy had a freaking beer on a Sunday. You know, fucking. It was one of those cheap ass beers. So I'm like, I was done. So I was done, but I kept it as much as possible. So I basically say, no, well, I don't need your advice. Have a effing good day, and I kept on walking, and I kept repeating, have a effing. Obviously, not didn't say the effing. I said the right word. Have, and I kept walking. Again, this is some of the things that we have to go through, especially if you live in suburbia or an urban area. Uh, and you just gotta be the better person dealing with these Karens, because unfortunately for us, this particular Karens have more pull, because they're under the guise of, I'm worried about the dog, I'm worried about the animal, and but really they have their own agenda, their own set standard, and they don't budge. And I was just basically that lady, the first one, I'd be like, Google the ADBA champion, so ADBA standard. The standard says that some ribs should be showing, some backbone should be showing. It's part of the standard, God. You know, yeah, I'm trying not to curse. There's no need for it. You guys will understand me the same without me having to curse. And if there are younger people listening, they might be turned off by my cursing. So I try not. I'm gonna try not to curse as much as possible, because be a better you every day. So anyway, just wanted to give you some of that, my thoughts on this, and hope you appreciate it. This is Tony Montana. Until next time.